both teams should be able to play their best football this afternoon. I think this will be a cracking game. There's a sense of desperation about this. Talking to players and coaches in both camps, I don't want to be the loser of this game. Lost your first 2 games of the season. And for the Tigers, their first 2 home games of the season at Leichhardt, to lose both of those would be terrible for them. So this will have a sense of desperation early as these 2 teams try to get on top.
Big ovation for the Tigers. What about this guy, Asu Kapoa? Now, he came from the Roosters as a winger. He's now moving into the forwards. He played over an hour in the back row last week, made 33 tackles in his first hit out as a second rower, and he comes in to start the match in the back row with no Sean Bloor, who is absent because of concussion this afternoon. There's Dane Laurie. He's on a try-scoring run here at Leichhardt. He scored in 6 consecutive games at this ground, and he was tremendous last week, Laurie. 219 running metres, 6 tackle breaks, and all eyes on Kalen Ponga once again. The Tiger chant echoes around Leichhardt. And Sunday afternoon footy about to get underway. Where else would you want to be? A magical setting and a good take there by Lachlan Miller, who is blindingly fast and supremely athletic, playing that fullback role to facilitate Kalen's move up into the number 6. It's Daniel Saifidi, who's starting, his brother Jacob from the bench this afternoon, and now Dominic Young. Tackled by Coruscant, who does start, the Tigers captain. Somewhat peculiarly in the eyes of many. He came from the bench last week, but he's out there for the early skirmishes, Coruscant. Saifidi with his second carry of the opening set, and they're inside Tiger territory, and it goes back for Ponga. Jack, 10 metres. Time for Laurie to steady himself, and Fitzgibbon in his 100th NRL game down there to help with the defence. He's Newcastle through and through, Lachlan Fitzgibbon, debuted in 2015, brings up the century for his club this afternoon. Played by Nofaluma, he's on 99 tries in NRL football, and now Stefano Utukamanu. Coruscant goes right, there's Kapoa, oh no! Ponga has been hit flush.
I think we just got a head clash here, Matty.
Oh, dear. And Kalen is not at all well. This is a dramatic scene.
And that will be the end of his afternoon.
It was always a gamble, putting Kalen in the front line defensively, and that was always the worry.
What a devastating blow for the Knights. Well, Tyson Gamble is on the bench this afternoon, so it's a 6-for-6 replacement. He's an experienced 5'8", Tyson Gamble, but he's not Kalen Ponga, of course. There's only one of them in the game. Miller now. And excellent kick chase work by Talau, who was under a big injury cloud. In fact, both centres, there were rumours doing the rounds this morning they were both going to miss this afternoon, but they're out there, both he and Brent Naden. Brad Fittler sideline. Lovely afternoon again at Leichhardt.
Yeah, conditions pretty tricky out here. There's a 30-kilometre south-east breeze, so that's behind the Knights. Jackson Hastings, I'll be looking to sweep one around to the left for a 40-20. That'd be definitely on the cards. Mate, you know, you're at Leichhardt. No one's complaining.
Jack Johns gets a start in the lock forward role. Kurt Mann absent as well for Newcastle, and there's the kick by Hastings against the team whom he split with. And there's a bit of bad blood if you read some of the press. Laurie! Dane Laurie with a great return. He's a slick customer when he sees a bit of space, the Panthers junior. Now Nofaluma. There's more than a hint of Penrith in this Tigers backline, actually. Laurie and Naden and Staines, all former Panthers. The tackle count restarted, and Clemmer, after 81 games in Newcastle colours, comes up against one of his old clubs here. Here's Offengawe. Held by Saifidi. Coruscant for Brooks. And the ball from Papali'i wasn't handled, and Young has come down with the ball for the Knights.
Knock on Newcastle.
Oh, it's a knock on Newcastle in the first instance.
There was a real opportunity there for the Tigers. It was the 4-on-3. They defended it quite well. The Knights will go wide here. Papali'i, a hand there from Gagai.
All right, Emma, some breaking news. I think we can all guess what it is.
Yeah, not a massive surprise, but confirmation, a Category 1 head knock for Kalen Ponga. So his afternoon is officially over.
And is that, he's gone for next weekend. Well, it's a short turnaround. The Knights play Friday.
Well, with his history of them, Andrew, he'd be struggling to make the start line, you'd think. Offside from the scrum as Brooks saw a little bit of opening.
Dane, you got to hold, mate, early.
And he was nabbed 12 metres out. So it's all running the way of the West Tigers, who decide to repack the scrum.
Yeah, penalty from the scrum. They get the choice to take a penalty or to repack the scrum, and they like their chances from the midfield scrum. Have a look at this crowd, boys. Leichhardt Oval at its best today. Sunday afternoon. They love their Sunday footy here. When they're standing up at the back like that, you know, it's a big crowd.
Oh, yeah.
Hold for it. Break.
They're wrapped around the scoreboard. They're up against the fence at the back.
Move together now. Go one.
Clement out. An early Tigers try would bring this big crowd right into play. Just in front of the post when he played it. Coruscant for Dewey. Adam Dewey tries with strength to get there. He's won one of his last 11 games, Adam Dewey. Gee, he'd love to sing the song again. He's off Hangowick. 6 more.
Hold the line.
Gee, the Knights they got the raw end of the pineapple in the early parts of this clash. Clemmer!
Lachlan, let him up.
Held by Fitzgibbon.
Hold the line, go to.
Played to Coruscant, and now Big Stefano slips one out the back. It was a knock-on.
Yeah, no look pass
Knock on,
here
field of play.
by Coruscant.
knock on field. No, knock on. It's going to be a scrum, guys.
That middle forwards haven't built the combination with Coruscant. He gets out, likes to do these no-look passes. Big Stefano, I think he thought he was a decoy.
Well, when you play with Appy more and more, you'll know to expect the ball every time. You're never a decoy runner. And that's great work from the Newcastle Knights. Look at what's been dealt at them in the first 5 minutes of this game. Penalties and 6 agains, and they've lost their 5'8" and best player to the head bin for the rest of the game. Yet they stood their ground on the goal line there. Come up with some good defence.
Out together. Here and hold now, square.
Heimel Hunt with the run. Here's Bradman Best.
Well, it's just all hands on decks now for the Knights. Everything they'd practiced and thought about during the week, I reckon, nearly goes out the window, and it just becomes everyone working together, hard together, supporting each other, going forward, pushing up in support.
Here's a run, Fitzgibbon in his 100th off Brayley. That was a good angle.
Go for.
It might be just that simple for Newcastle Knights.
Hastings for Frizzell. And play breaks down there. Tyson in a wrestle with David Clemmer. And Isaiah Papali'i there too. Hastings. He's placed this well, and Laurie's got a back pedal, but he took it about a metre out from his own line, and he runs back to be tackled well there by Johns on kick chase, and also Best. 10 metres out from their own line. Tommy Talau this time.
Andrew, who holds the Knights together during this rough little period here?
Well, I think it's the voice of Jackson Hastings, and in the middle defensively, I think it comes to Jaden Brayley, but it's a big role now for Jackson Hastings.
Yes, Brad.
Yeah, just talking about the Knights' attack last week, everything was relying so much on Kalen Ponga, and they only got excited when he got the ball. Already we've seen a combination. Fitzgibbon went through a hole. This could be exactly what the Knights need. Rely on other people and get other people get creative.
An awkward kick there for Miller. And he gets manhandled. There was a uniform orange line confronting him as he picked the ball up. He was strong last week, Lachlan Miller, in his first game for Newcastle. 181 metres, 11 tackle breaks. Just his 9th game today. There's a mistake by the visitors.
Hold the line. Hold, wait.
I think that was an attempted offload, wasn't it? Puts the Tigers right back on the attack here.
Well, Tukamanu played to Coruscant, off Angawi now. Tackled by Safidi, Hastings and John. 7 metres out. The ball goes left eventually, and Papali'i with a juggle. He held onto it.
Let him up. Hold the line.
Frizzell closed him down as he caught it. The ball back for Brooks. And a pass to off Angawi. Gee, the goal on defence has been very stoic here. And John's at the forefront of it there once again. The ball to Brooks, away to Dewey. He sent it to Kapoa and to Lau. Away for Nofaluma. It's a forward pass.
Hand over.
Yeah, good defence.
10 in.
Had them covered all the way. No panic. Plenty of communication.
Just wait, Tyson.
Got to give them a rap for that. They've been under all sorts of pressure.
Look, Andrew, I suppose we've got to ask the question. Caelan's first 2 games at 5'8", he's left the field with a head knock on both occasions. And Adam O'Brien said to us pre-game on the panel that he is not moving back to fullback. But is it a consideration that if he's going to be targeted like this, you're not going to get as much time out of him because of head knocks?
Well, he's always going to be targeted. And the worrying thing, Caelan has played fullback his whole career, ever since he was a kid. So he hasn't had the reps of actually doing a lot of defence, especially under pressure, under fatigue. I'm still in shock. It's just... Well, I think they've recruited Lachlan Miller as fullback, so you can imagine he sort of has to stay at 5'8".
From a coach's perspective, Gus, do you think about getting him out of the defensive firing line? He's so valuable, Kalyn Ponga, and he's gone here after a couple of minutes of play.
Well, I don't like second-guessing coaches, but I would never have ever considered the move. I would never have put him in the front line. Not at this age, anyway. I just never understood it right from the start, and that's not in hindsight because of what's happened, because what's happened was always going to happen. He was going to be targeted.
So some sustained possession now for Newcastle. Leo Thompson in 17 was the man that played it, and they go away to gamble. It's going to be the first try to Newcastle. How about that for a hit back? They've defended their line stoically and then go up the other end to score through Dominic Young.
Yeah, nice play, slick hands. And this young man, he's scoring tries for fun, Dominic Young. Isuzu D-Max replay. Jackson Hastings goes the line. Does well here, Tyson Gamble. Far enough to attract defenders. And then Gagai, beautiful catch and pass. But Tyson Gamble does really well here. Gets on the outside, goes far enough to attract the centre, but not too far to sell a dump. Nice hit back by the Knights.
They just got it right, didn't they? West Tigers had plenty of chances down the other end of the field. Newcastle Knights' first visit to the northern end, and they come up with a great try to Dominic Young, the winger. Dane Gagai did really well there. You saw his experience, his origin experience, just the draw and pass. Looks simple, but plenty of centres can muck that up. And he got it done for him. Hastings across, just gives his ball player a little bit more time. Gagai, concentrate, easy hands. Nicely done. Bradley Fittler.
Yeah, just watch Charlie Staines. He gets himself in no man's land here. Not much is really happening. It's all at medium pace as well. He needed to be back further and either make a decision to go with his centre and slide out or come jamming in on the ball. Sort of got caught in no man's land and in two minds as well.
Well, it shows their mentality is strong. The way they've defended and now hit back, it shows that they're up for the fight. They've come here with a plan today. The plan wasn't to lose Ponga, but they're in it.
Hastings with a lovely kick.
Stay on side here.
Well, that is some answer back by Newcastle. They have been right under the hammer. Ponga gone. Repeated possession for the Tigers against their line, and they not only repelled them, they go up the other end and nail their first opportunity. 6-0. The Knights over the Tigers at Leichhardt in Sunday footy. Oh, Naden came rushing out, and Frizzell. Well, you don't often see him pass. I don't think I've ever seen a cutout ball from Tyson Frizzell until now.
It'll be his last.
Yeah. I was just about to say that might be the reason why he doesn't pass.
And Gamble, look, Andrew, he's a handy player to come on in this situation. He's a super competitor.
He can play several positions too. He's going to start the game at lock. He can play back row. As you said, he's a competitor. Got plenty of energy.
He played his first NRL game as a West Tiger, Tyson Gamble. It was a long time ago now. 2018, as Laurie is held by Gagai and Frizzell. Charlie Staines.
Oh no, he's another head knock to Brayley.
Lands on the back of the head.
Jaden Brayley gets his head in the wrong position here. And this is
Okay.
And this is the pitfalls of tackling low.
Oh no.
You see, he drops his head, gets his head low, gets his head on the wrong side and hits a hip.
Oh, hang on, Adam.
What
Time
happens
off.
here? The 18th man.
Jaden, you've got to go
Brady
after HA,
Jones.
mate.
Well, he'll be ruled out too. He won't be back. Phoenix
Just
Crossland
wait for him to
comes
go
into it.
off and
He's a kid who can also play in any of the playmaker positions.
Gee, he's in all sorts here, Brayley. He still can't walk straight.
Yeah, just got his head in the wrong place, not thinking.
And there's a lot of talk about tackling high. Wade Graham, who got suspended for 4 weeks, his argument was he doesn't like to tackle low because of his history of head knocks. And that's a classic example why. Get your head on the wrong side, drop your eyes, can't see the target.
So the 18th man's activated after not even 14 minutes.
Stand there, square Tyson. Oh, wait.
Well, in fact, we've got to get confirmation of Brayley being out of the game, of course, but we're under the assumption, given what we just saw there, that he won't be back.
He'll be gone.
Yeah.
Here and all.
Clemmer off the offhand Gowie pass.
Tyson Jackson behind the line here, Jack.
Playing out a bit wider on the left-hand side. He was tackled by Frizzell, one-handed scoop by Coruscant, and it finds former Daliev's second rower of the year, Isaiah Papali'i. 28 metres from the Newcastle line. Brooks with a run and a pirouette, but he was tackled well by Johns. Coruscant. For Adam Dewey, there's some room out here. Laurie. Oh.
He'd be dirty on his caddy. Gave him the wrong club. Needed a 9 on. He pulled out a 5 on.
Well, he kicked that to Concord.
And that's compounded it.
Front foot, guys. Get behind the line.
It's a little bit stop-start at the moment, isn't it?
The whole line, just that front foot. It's got to be behind the line.
Bradman Bess.
He's an absolute weapon.
Here and
The
hold.
Knights have got to work out how to get him the ball and in space. Should get Bradman Best one-on-one. He is a beast.
David off the ball behind the line here, Isaiah, to me. Go to.
Johns for Hastings. Oh, Miller with a tap on. And now Gagai, who plays his first game of the year this afternoon.
Stand there, Luke. Back to me.
Only got 5 tries in 20 games last year, Dane Gagai. That's his worst try-scoring return in 5 seasons.
Stand now. Back to me here. Joe, come on. Dane, have a look.
He's got some strike out wide, though. In fact, these Newcastle centres are as good as any. Combination, Fitzgibbon, try! Another one! The ball from Gamble and the line run from Fitzgibbon, and they've scored 2 now.
He loves running this line, Lachlan Fitzgibbon. Big day for him. You can see how excited he is. Isuzu D-Max replay. It looks like he's running on the inside of Dewey and then changes his line and runs to the outside looks quite easy, but that's incredibly difficult to do. This will show up perfectly. Changes his line, gets on the outside of Dewey. He gets a hand to him, doesn't panic, gets the ball over. Great start by the Knights.
Yeah, really great awareness to get that ball down, but it's a beautiful line. I love back rowers that can change direction before the ball gets to them and really put pressure on that half and the opposition team to threaten both shoulders. And it was a beautifully timed pass too. Gamble throwing the ball to the outside of Dewey, so Fitzgibbon could just glide onto it. Watch this, this will look great. He's coming in, now he's going to go out. Bang, look at that. Beats him in the air before the ball has passed, and Gamble knows exactly what it is. Out to in to out. Dewey's in two minds. Pulls through some flimsy defence and posts the Newcastle Knights' second try. That's brilliant stuff.
This is tough. And you'd expect that from a Newcastle team.
His grandmother taught me in primary school and kindergarten.
Really?
Mrs. Fitzgibbon, I'm sure she's watching.
So we blame her.
Never gotten over it.
We blame her.
She used to smack me every day.
Hastings has pulled it left. Okay.
Stay on side. Stay behind.
Adam Dewey with a hanger of a restart. Taken by Miller and to Daniel Saifiti.
We were watching Adam Dewey before the game practice his kickoffs. He got this big high tee there, and he had three different sorts of floating kickoffs. Spinning, spiralling, short, longer. I'm thinking I'd hate to be catching those.
So is there a limit on how high the kicking tee can be?
Yeah, there is. The black one he kicks off now, the black tee's the highest it can go.
Right.
AJ Stefano
That was bringing snow, that kickoff.
Yeah, Mrs. Fitzgibbon, great teacher. She didn't spank me, actually. I was only joking. She should have.
Yes, Brad.
Well, there was a Kiwi player in England, Henry Paul, and he
Henry
used to
Paul.
kick off, I reckon, it was about a foot high. They were incredible, these kickoffs, and from that they barred, well, they started limiting the
Noffer's shelled it.
straight on the face.
Noffer he's falconed himself.
A nice kick, Tyson Gamble. He gets this one
there if
away
you
and
wanna
it's
use it.
floating around. Have a look at him. He's
Scrum, happy.
talk about energy. I thought this was back, first thought.
Oh.
Back.
Well, that certainly dipped on him late, didn't it? You don't try to catch them with your chin.
Who's your captain out there? Frizz.
It's a great opportunity
10
for the
seconds,
Knights.
let's go, guys. Heads in. Phoenix, hurry up.
Andrew Johns wants to get Bradman best the ball.
Isaiah, get tight.
Now they've come forward to this side of the field.
Ball in. Break.
That's the direction it's heading. There he is, best. Oh, it's a forward pass from the scrum.
That's my pet hate.
It's just
Scrum
a
out.
trait that Jackson
Have it.
Hastings has to get out of his
Middle.
game. When he
Clock's
plays
on.
to this side, if you watch when he passes the ball, when he passes, after he passes on this side, he fades back. So instead of facing down the ground, he passes and then comes back off it, which, even though the ball's flat, makes it look forward.
That's just a bad error, isn't it? That's unforgivable.
Just wait, Luke. I'll let you. Stay in tight here, guys.
That's like a
Lock on.
professional golfer
Stay
missing a
Jackson,
3-inch
hold.
putt.
Ball in. Break.
It's unprofessional.
There's plenty of those.
Stand together. Hold here. Wait. No one.
Talau playing it. Well, he's relieved David Nofaluma after
Held.
barely laying a hand on that kick. There's Kalen in his back sideline, so that's a a welcome sight, but we'll have to see what the ramifications are going forward, because that was a pretty bad one. Penalty.
Lachlan.
I think the problem for Kalen is exactly what force of tackle does it take to get him like that. I've had to retire a couple of players in my time simply because it happened too easily, and it just seems to be happening too easily for Kalen.
Phoenix, lead him up, front foot on the line. Hold.
Dramatic first quarter of this game. Newcastle, despite being right against the run of everything, really, they lead 10-0. Scoreboard in their favour. Here's a pass to Kapoa, who bursts into the backfield and scores the first try for the West Tigers.
I think there'll be a video ref here. Lachlan Fitzgibbon was taking out of the play by decoy, because that looked oh so easy. He shows some speed here. Isuzu D-Max replay. Well, if they're going to be consistent, I'll take it off the Tigers. But for me, Lachlan Fitzgibbon's in a position where he's nice and tight to the fullback. It's very hard for the decoy runner to get anywhere around him or on the inside of him.
I think he put himself there,
I think he puts himself in that position.
Yeah.
But they're going to be consistent.
That's defensive error. You can't reward defensive error. Oh, look out.
Just looking at possible obstruction.
Look out.
We're going through that process.
Lachlan Fitzgibbon has just put himself in a bad spot.
We're just looking for a possible obstruction from Alex Twal. Alex Twal runs directly at Lachlan Fitzgibbon and takes him out. This changes the defensive structure of Newcastle. We have a decision.
Lachlan Fitzgibbon put himself in front of the ball runner. Alex Twal didn't run straight at him. Lachlan Fitzgibbon put himself there.
Gamble belts it upfield. Good kick.
On the 30. Front foot here, Alex. Front foot. AJ, front foot. AJ, front foot.
Geez, he did try and run at the ball though, that Blakely, didn't he? He looked terrific.
Who's that, Kapoa?
Yeah.
Out together.
His first game starting in the forwards.
He just charged through them.
I would imagine it'd take a bit of convincing to tell a bloke you're moving from the wing into the second row. But he seems to have warmed to it. He did a good job last week, coming on very early with Law knocked out, and he's shown his attacking prowess there. Crossland away to Gamble, and now Hastings. And they've got another set of 6 as Thompson runs back towards the middle of the ground. Oh, there was a bobble there from Crossland. Not lost. Maybe he caught it before it hit the turf. And Thompson once again tries to draw in the middle defenders as they set up out wide. Is Bradman Best the target, or is it going towards Gagai and Young? They head left now. Hastings, Gamble, dodge them! Oh, the pass was out in front of Lionel Hunt. He had an open passage.
Play the ball in the middle.
They tried to manufacture the pass, but he could only do it with one hand. So he goes through, and the ball just floats forward. With that wind behind him too, it didn't help.
I recruited a young bloke from Papua New Guinea once called Wellington Albert. Big boy Wellington. I said, what position you play, Wellington? He said, I play wing and I play front row.
What?
Yep. And his brother Stanley came down and he was pretty much the same. I play wing and I play front row. So we put him in the under-20s because his passport said he was 19. And then a week later he was giving out invitations to his 21st. The things you've got to manage.
That's one of your best. There's Papali'i down.
Lovely blokes. They went over and played in the UK Super League. They played for Papua New Guinea. I believe they're back in PNG coaching now.
What position did you end up playing in?
wing and front row.
Miller with a good catch.
Stand now. Back to me, back to me.
Emerson News.
Matt, Jaden Brayley has now failed his HIA, so because that's two, Brayley and Kalen Ponga, the Knights have activated their 18th man, and that is Brodie Jones.
All right, thanks, Emma.
Held. Release now. Square.
This is a good defensive set by the West Tigers. They've really muscled up here.
Last tackle, Alex.
Jacob
Square,
Saifidi, off the back of
Late, David.
Origin experience last year. Hastings has a chance to run before he kicks. You can see the breeze is carrying that ball a long way. And Nofaluma takes on his own 10, tries to get around Bradman Best, but he's unable to do that. Fitzgibbon also part of the kick chase tackle. Oh, Talau crashed into Gamble.
Well, he was limping around last week. Talau, I thought he'd be out for a month.
Yeah.
Was it cramped?
Must have been cramp, was it? Looked like he'd torn every muscle in his leg. Bit of early season cramp.
Well, Stefano's dropped it. Oh, penalty. A rake.
Tyson.
Well, the Tigers have got to put some points on the board here just for their own confidence.
25 here, front foot. That's it.
You can see it draining a little bit slightly. Dewey and Brooks have got to get their hands on the ball.
Hold there, Lachlan.
They've got to step up.
Stand together, Tyson. Behind the line here, guys. Hold.
Here's Brooks. And Papali'i, oh, he's lost another one. He's dropped a couple. I reckon he made a mistake in 2 seasons with Parramatta.
0.
So reliable.
Square. On one, hold. Go one. Adam. Hold, mate.
Here's Dominic Young. What a mover. What an athlete.
AJ.
Australia's greatest rivalry, State of Origin, is back in 2023. Tickets are on sale now. Do not miss your chance to see the action live. Head to NRL.com/tickets right now.
Out together, square, David. Happy front foot, mate. Hold. Go, Stefano, not
So
square.
Daniel
Forward,
Safidi
Stefano.
plays it. Jacobs out on the ground in 10. He started from the bench today. You see him still on the right-hand side of the play the ball.
Go, Mark.
And Jack Johns plays it. He's come out of that limping as well as Gamble bangs it in the air. And Nofaluma lets it bounce, and it was an educated gamble because it rolls over the back. 7 tackle set, 20-metre restart.
Front foot. Behind the line, front foot. Hold. Behind the line, wait.
He's done well, Tyson Gamble, and it was important how he handled it when he came out too. He had to be really positive and on the front foot and say, well, I'm the man to run this, and he has been. He's a real competitor of a player, isn't he? Good buy for the Knights.
Jacob, let him up. With me, hold, wait. Go.
Offload from Alex Twal. And Brooks now, and Laurie, oh, what a tackle that was by Daniel Safidi. Front rower on the flying fullback. The pass from Naden doesn't, oh, it's a forward pass back here. That is an unbelievable tackle by Daniel Safidi in cover.
He hasn't been off yet, has he?
Scrum.
No, he started.
Yeah, he started. I don't think he's...
No.
So he's
Oh,
made plenty of tackles. That is just want. That is... And that lifts your teammates. You saw the reaction. And they ruled that pass forward from Coruscant. I don't think it was forward.
Let's go, guys. Form up. Come on, Jack. Let's go, heads in. Oh, I can't do much about that. We'll get in. We'll get going then.
This has been good from the Knights.
Stay tight here. AJ, stay in. Phoenix, head in properly, mate.
Really impressed with their mentality.
Break.
oh, Bradman Best straight and hard.
Adam Dewey, let him up. Here and hold. That's it, Alex. Wait,
Kapoa,
mate.
though,
Wait.
stands his ground. And Dewey, the other tackler. Crossland, dummies, runs. Where's the support? It comes too late.
Now, David.
It was Jacob
Get square,
Safidi
get
there.
square, Adam.
Tyson Gamble dumps it for Fitzgibbon. He wants to break free and try to offload, but they secure the ball. Here's Jacob Safidi now.
Up now, Alex. Square, David.
25 metres out, almost in line with the left-hand post. Hastings. Lovely play, Fitzgibbon, and Frizzell's involved, and Miller joining in there as well out the back.
Let him up, Tyson.
The ball's been turned over again. That was the last tackle play. So it's a big stop-start this game.
Very much so. Bradley Fittler, some unforced errors out there in the handling. I mean, is it humid down there or sticky or what?
No, temperature's beautiful. It's just the wind. The wind does crazy things to footy teams, like school kids. Teachers put on the high alert when there's a lot of wind around.
Oh, Mrs. Fitzgibbon with Andrew. Brooks is through. Brooks scooting down the sideline. The support's coming. Oh, he was tackled without the ball for sure. This would be 10 in the bin. Yeah.
Time's off. Challenge. Challenge.
He had the ball when he got him.
Okay, that's what you want to challenge? Tyson's the captain, though.
You challenge that?
It's only a challenge. Well, Cole Flanagan got sin bin in round 1. He got a fingernail on Tom Trebojevic.
Matty, have a captain's challenge. Newcastle challenging the on-field decision to tackle without the ball.
He never had the ball, did he?
We're about to find out.
Well, there's no doubt he was going to get the ball. They throw a dummy towards
Brent
him.
Young's on the inside of Luke Brooks. Dominic Young makes contact and takes him out
Why would
without
they
the ball.
challenge that?
The challenge by Newcastle is unsuccessful.
Well, Brooks shaped a pass to him, so he probably thought, well, he's going to get the ball, I'll tackle him. But he never got the ball, so you've got to take your medicine. But why challenge it? Who challenged that?
Jackson Hastings.
Jackson Hastings challenged that.
Yeah. That is odd.
Well,
Is that the word for it?
Well, that time they got Daniel Safidi defending in the centres.
Oh, he never had the ball.
How do you challenge that?
First way, Charlie.
I'll tell you what, he is quick, that
Make
young
sure we
man.
stay on side here.
He was going half pace, wasn't he?
Well, here's a chance for the Knights.
Go.
10 minutes out from half-time. They've got the opposition down to 12 men.
Held.
This could be anything.
Tigers now trying to open their account. Coruscant to Brooks. Brooks has threatened to break the line on a few occasions. He went through earlier off that pass, which resulted in the sin bin. Now Dewey urging his way closer. Fitzgibbon up top, Johns down low. They can nearly reach out and touch the line from here. Coruscant. There's a little set move with Clemmer involved, but plenty of Knights around the ball. They've been asked to weather a lot of goal line defence early on Newcastle, and there's more coming because the count's been restarted, and they've got them stripped out left. The ball goes to Nate and he's tackled.
Frizzell, he's come out of that tackle limping.
Seyfarth on the ground for the Tigers.
Well, they can't hold on. They're just totally outnumbered out there.
Coruscant for 12.
Daniel now.
You can see at top of your screen there, Hastings calling for reinforcements on his side of the ground. They come away to Laurie, though, on the right-hand side. He offloads to Talau. Tommy Talau dragged down. Great tackle again. Daniel Safidi. And it wasn't 6 more. Now the crash play try. As the ball comes free, it's Alex 12.
Alex 12.
Coming up, tackle 5, Matty. I've got no try.
He's got no try.
Oh, he hasn't scored an NRL try yet either.
This is cruel.
No.
This is your chance, Alex. Get
Critical
it
aspects
down.
up to this, just seeing if Alex Twal maintains possession of the ball.
No!
Tyson Frizzell is just making a tackle.
And for
We'll have another
people
look at
who-
that from other angles.
Who don't understand why we're screaming, Alex Twal has played, I think it's around 130 odd games, and hasn't looked like scoring. He does the nudie run every year.
Tyson Frizzell is just attempting to make a tackle. Alex Twal loses the ball over the line. We have a
104
decision.
games and still duck egg. Oh, Alex. It's a cruel, cruel game.
Well, it's good work by Tyson Frizzell over the top there.
Just wait, Dane. I'll let you
They
know.
were outnumbered.
Guys, front foot. Let's go behind the line.
That whole
Adam,
set, I know they're outnumbered, like 13 to 12, but defensively, their spacings were so wrong, the Tigers just had to score.
Oh, they've survived on guts. This is super performance by the Knights.
Well, they need to hold on to the ball because defensively they haven't worked out how to defend with 12.
Best. Wow.
He is a weapon.
But no sidestep there.
Doesn't need to.
No.
But somehow, his inside men have to realise how to get him the ball.
Andrew, 5th tackle options for Hastings. Are you just looking for field position or would you be banging it out over the sideline?
I'd be kicking it out. Give your forwards a rest. Slow the play down.
Lockie Miller.
Last tackle, Alex. Square happy.
That's it.
Well,
Hand over, play the ball.
There's no scrum anymore because it's a handover, so you don't get
Play the ball in the middle.
all that much, and they take it across to the middle of the field.
Just here, guys.
The Knights have got to get their spacings right with the 12 men.
Dane.
Gee, that drone shot's spectacular.
Oh,
You can see how they're packed in on the Wayne Pearce Hill. There's a
up now, Jack. Here, back to
old school Tigers jumpers everywhere. There's a few Magpies jumpers thrown in amongst them as well.
I'd love a drone.
Phoenix, let him up. Hit him again. Front
Haven't got one?
foot.
I'd love to be able to be on the drone.
It's called a helicopter.
Phoenix,
Yeah, watch the
release.
game from
Run
up
them
there.
all the way. Go. No markers.
I want to be a big drone.
The 747. The Coruscant. How long until the break? We've got 6 minutes 40. Laurie into the backfield again. How can the Tigers hold their composure and score here? Surely there's a try coming. No, they've lost the ball again.
6 more.
Oh, it came off a night.
0 coming. One play, let him up. Oh.
Well, the home
go
crowd
0.
like that
Tyson,
call.
square.
It goes to Adam Dewey. He's nearly through to Lau. The ball's come free. It's gone backwards. Kapoa will get the try.
And there's bodies strewn all over the field from the Newcastle Knights.
I think Tommy Talau, is that Tommy Talau down on the ground?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to have a look at that 6 to go on the other side of the field. But it had to come, just had to come. Dewey goes the line, show and go. Isuzu D-Max replay, ball comes out the back. And it's a try. Kapoa, he's been impressive when he's got the ball in space.
Does he just throw this out the back?
No, I think in the tackle, it gets knocked out by Jackson Hastings. There's a push and shove.
Oh, what's
It's on.
going on here? There's a blue broken out. The Tigers were retreating after the try, and then they've come sprinting towards the
contact on that
Newcastle
tackle too, Matty.
players.
Tyson Gamble, I think he's involved there somewhere.
Hayden, it's going to go against you as well, mate. Tommy.
Freddie.
There's some chaos down here. Must have been what Tommy Talau was getting off the ground because there's no other Tiger around. I've got to say, I've got to question Jackson Hastings here. Now, he's come up with the big play and knocked the ball out of Tommy's hands. But watch this, he just stands there and starts complaining. They've gone around and scored the try 5 minutes inside where they could have. Mate, get on with the game, Jackson. Let the ref do his job, mate.
I think it was between Hastings and Tommy Talau, wasn't it?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, Jackson Hastings has been called out.
Either way, the try's been confirmed. You do make eye contact.
He's going for it.
Mate, they just reviewed it, Jackson. That's the information. Yeah, I'm going to go to him now.
High shot. They're saying the high, she made a high
Tommy!
shot on Tommy Talau. Tommy Talau, he had a bleeding nose when he got up from the challenge.
No rush. Yeah, you've got to go off for HA. Tommy, he's got to go off, mate. Time off. Yeah, that's all good.
think the first game of Brandon Tumith's about to come out there. A 19-year-old New South Wales under-19s representative last year on this ground.
Well, it was just a slap. He came down with the hand. It looked like he was trying to knock the ball out. Making the tackle. This will show it. Oh, he does. He hits the ball. Was there any contact with the... Was his forearm?
So the Tigers finally come away with some points to go with the glut of possession they've enjoyed at that end of the ground, and that is a critical try because 10-0 was not a pretty scenario for the home team. 10-4 and maybe 10-6. Dewey. That made a great sound off the boot, and it's over. The Tigers strike.
Stay on side here, guys.
Kapoa.
Stay behind it.
Oh, crikey, that's in the bay.
Kicked that into the water.
Who kicked that?
That's Miller. He's kicked it over the Gladesville Bridge.
Well, if they need to kick a goal from halfway later in the game, he's already done it. Here they come. They'll lead at the break, the Tigers.
On the 20, front foot here, guys. Front foot. Behind the line. Hold the tap. Lockie. Front foot, Lachlan. That's it, mate. Thank you.
He nearly got the try, 12.
Out together.
He didn't get it personally, but the Tigers have got one at least, so that might dull the pain somewhat. Here's Brooks into the line. It's gone backwards, I think. Yeah, Laurie knocking it back.
Surrender! Now Dane Jacobs.
Still not quite there with the continuity of this Tigers combination. Oh, there's a shot on Tumith. The first gamer got absolutely belted by Jacob Saifiti.
Out together, make sure.
Now Seyfarth runs to centre field. Ball played to Coruscant, and Luke Brooks with a left foot step.
Last tackle.
He looks dangerous when he's running it this afternoon, Brooks. Coruscant down. Oh dear.
Zero coming. Boys, knock on. No, it's last tackle handover. Play the ball out here.
Just watching the Tigers attack, a lot of their attack is coming from the middle of the field. And their halves are split. I haven't really seen the halves play together. Pass to each other.
Alex, let him up. That's it, Isaiah. Front foot here, hold.
Still working out their combinations.
Luke, you got to hold, mate. Out together, all the way here, Luke. Hold. Go to.
There's Billy's new podcast.
Alex, up and square. Hold here, Isaiah.
He's doing everything, our man Billy.
Who made the name up? Billy Slater podcast.
There's a whole department dedicated to that.
Give you Adam, Abby in the middle. Go. Good work, mate.
Oh, no.
Well, they're doing absolutely everything possible to hand this to the Tigers. They played a brilliant first 30 minutes, full of courage and resilience. And the last 10 minutes, they've just played without a brain.
Get square here, Rocky. Go, good work.
50 seconds left in the half.
Daniel, let him up. Jackson, have a look here, front foot. Hold. Go.
Coruscant goes behind Seyfarth, links up with Dewey. Ball in two hands. Dewey tries to explode through the gap.
Hold the line.
And he stopped 5 metres out. Coruscant, he'll dive.
Stan Lachlan.
He'll be denied by
Hold the line.
Fitzgibbon.
Go forward.
Played back to Dewey. He sends it right to Dane Laurie. Laurie with a spiral pass over the top, and this is really good defence by Newcastle.
Tyson
Let him
Frizzell.
up now, Alex.
Well done.
What a tackle.
Have you got anything on contact with me?
He saw the threat and sprinted to the threat. Other players jogged to the threat, not Tyson.
Oh,
He
that's-
sprinted.
Look at the Knights. You could put a doily over them. Have a look at them.
Crossland's in trouble in back play here.
They're all
He's
in a bunch.
real trouble. Gee, is there anyone left? Well, what a drama-charged half of rugby league that is. Kalen Ponga gone after a couple of minutes because of the HIA. Jaden Brayley gone as well. We've had an 18th man activation, and we've got a close scoreline. Newcastle 10, West Tigers 6. But the scoreboard was looking quite glum at 10-0 in favour of Newcastle for all those Tigers fans. But that try to Kapoa before half-time would have them on much better terms with themselves. No Kalen Ponga, if you're joining us late, he was ruled out for the rest of the game because of the HIA after only a couple of minutes of play. So no doubt one of the big stories coming out of the weekend of football, Kalen Ponga and his future. Does it stay at 5'8"?
Lachlan, arms away. That's it, Tyson.
2 games, 2 head knocks.
Phoenix, get square.
Both teams hoping to get on the board for season 2023 here, and not much in it at the moment. Seyfarth played to Coruscant and away to Dewey, and an angled run.
Square marking, Tyson. Oh, there, Jacob. Go.
Tackle made by Fitzgibbon on Papali'i. Laurie's giving spirited chase of this. Miller, good work. Picked it up around his boots under real pressure there.
Yeah, very brave. Never hesitated either. I think that half-time break would have come as welcome news to the Newcastle Knights, not so much the Tigers, who were getting on a bit of a roll.
Beck's nearly breaking through the tackle there. He's run so hard. And now Gagai hasn't seen a lot of football so far in the game.
Up now, Alex. Square Isaiah.
Tackled by Papali'i and 12. 12 short of the halfway line. The Saifidis combining. Jacob to Daniel.
With me. David, that's it, mate.
And they're out near the halfway. I'm pleased to see Crossland out there. He looked like he was in all sorts.
He got a burner
Oh, right.
on his shoulder.
You been down in the sheds?
Yeah.
What's the vibe?
No, they're pretty positive, actually.
Jacob.
They're pretty upbeat.
Wait.
Kalen's family, I was talking to Kalen, if they're watching. He seemed okay.
Phoenix up now, Jackson.
Remember everything.
Hold that front foot.
Same with Jaden Brayley's the same. Their families are watching.
Gee,
Phoenix, 2 feet.
if you wanted to, if you could choose 2 players not to lose to head knocks in the first half, it'd be those 2, wouldn't it? Your 6 and your 9. Emma's got some breaking news.
Tommy Talau has failed his HIA for the Tigers, Matt, and just in front of us, Jack Johns has just limped up the tunnel with what appears to be an ankle injury, so we'll go check on that.
Oh, gee, they're falling everywhere. Thanks, Emma. Whoa, this will take some catching. Oh, well done, Lachlan Miller.
He's a good player, this kid.
Oh, and look at him bump away from defenders, and he's got speed to get around Nofaluma. If he gets in the clear, you can forget about chasing. What a return by Miller.
He's a good player.
Front foot here, front foot.
Didn't switch to rugby league till late in his career, but he's always impressed me.
And now Young, physical
Left foot
run.
together, left
Pushed
side,
off
Alex.
Brandon Tumeth, the debutant. Frizzell. He's up against his old teammate Clemmer there. Gagai wanted him to pass. He does in the end. He probably wanted it earlier than he got it.
He's been good for Zell.
Alex, up
Jacob
wide,
Saifidi
wide.
up to the 20. Positive start after half time for the Knights here. Hastings and Gamble, that's forward. Yeah. That's another unforced error, I suppose you'd say.
Scrum here.
Well, who's at fault here, Andrew? The ball runner or the ball player?
Well, when he passes, Tyson Gamble, he sort of sits on his pass, but it's just all new combinations. He's been used. Lachlan Fitzgibbon's been used to running off Kalen Ponga, who gets to the line so quick. So naturally, he's up on the advantage line where Tyson Gamble's nowhere near as quick. So he has to alter His timing. Probably sit back a metre or two.
Lockman at the back, stay inside.
He was nearly running backwards when he passed that. He was really sitting back.
Phoenix up behind the line. Hold, wait, go on.
Papali'i giving it away to Seyfarth.
Let him up now, Jack.
You talk about the style of Tim Sheens and his ball movement. Last week, you could see the game plan had changed radically. The Tigers, they passed 80 more times in the game than the Gold Coast Titans, and you can see the ball movement is a focus here as well. That's a big difference. 80 more passes than your opposition in a single game. Corus out. Good quick play the ball after an incisive run, and Dewey runs to the line. Now Papali'i. Oh, run around. How about that? And now Kapoa, who might have been tackled high. He was. It was the last tackle as well.
This way, not good. I think we just got a penalty.
They can find a way to shoot themselves in the foot, the Knights. Last play, last tackle, got it all organised, and just a lazy arm over the top. Like that's just a nothing. Lazy arm over the top. No need for it. Here come the Tigers again.
Clever to Seyfarth.
Daniel Tyson to me in the middle. Go,
Coruscant. Go, Alex. He got over in the first half. He didn't get it down. This might be his day, Andrew. Coruscant. You hope it's not. Brooks. And now Dewey. He got out of one. And oh, he threw it straight to Tyson Gamble.
David,
How didn't they score? There was a 3-on-none. How didn't they score?
Well, there was no way they weren't going to score, but they found a way.
Happy, Brendan. Here we are, Alex. Go to.
That's incredible. Still the night hangs on.
Here's Hastings. They haven't let up on him.
Up now on 4. Here and hold.
Just over the halfway. Here's Crossland.
Last tackle, Alex.
And last tackle here. It's Daniel Saifidi playing it back. And Hastings in position for a kick.
In the middle here. 10
Laurie attacking it and spilt it backwards. Nope.
Lost ball.
Challenge, he said challenge.
Yeah?
Challenge.
Challenge it, on-field knock-on. Okay. Matty, captain's challenge. Tigers challenging the on-field decision of a knock-on.
I'll tell you who had the bird's eye view of that. Freddie. It was right in front of him there.
Well, this is going to be hard to beat, Matt, because his whole movement was going towards the opposition try line. So you've got to think the ball had to have gone forward. But this is the tactic for the Knights. If you look at their wingers, very tall, Heimel Hunt.
Newcastle kick,
Dominic
right
Young.
side kick chasers onside.
Well, that's a knock-on for sure. His body might be facing the other way, but the ball's gone towards his own try line.
Abby coming on.
Abby Sarah. Abby
Just looking to
Corus
see if
has
Dominic
come
Young
off.
touches the ball prior to Dane Laurie.
Young Simpkins has gone on. No.
The ball isn't touched by Dominic Young. Dane Laurie knocks the ball forward. We have a decision.
I think I've seen two of the worst challenges in history today.
Oh, nothing beats the one in the
Challenge
first half, Gus.
unsuccessful.
That's
Knock
got
on
to be
Tigers.
by furlong.
Well, the first half one was just a brain snap. That was someone wanting a rest or a drink break. And even that one there, I mean, there's going to be more crucial decisions in the game at the back end of this game than that one.
Jack,
You've got to
Daniel.
keep your powder dry.
Big set of 6 this one. The Knights would love to get a try, if not a repeat set. Sustain some pressure and momentum.
Bradman Best, I'm waiting for your man.
Yeah, just fire it to him. You don't need any science. Just fire the ball to him early.
Ball in. Break.
They go the opposite way. They find Miller instead. Look at his footwork. He's skipping everywhere.
hold him,
Great
mate.
agility.
Wait.
Exciting player. Jack Hetherington's on the ground now for the
Get
Knights.
together! Make the line here, hold. Wait, wait.
He's 7 metres out. Crossland to Jacob Saifidi. Clemmer got up over the
Get
top.
together now.
Safe
David
pass
Square.
there as well.
On the line. Go 3.
And here's Daniel Saifidi.
Move now. Hold the line here, Jason. Hold the line.
The
Wait.
same defenders.
Wait.
Safe path there, wrapping up the ball. Crossland. Away to Gamble. Now Hastings underneath to Tyson Frizzell. He straightens up. Simpkin got across and knocked his legs over. That was well done. Oh, it's 6 more. They got away with it the first time, and then they made a sure thing of it with a second grab.
Well, they've got a whole set of 6 and their outside backs haven't looked like getting the ball.
On the line.
They've got to move the ball.
Go one.
Give it to another forward.
Hey, Hetherington.
Held, held.
Good push. Good strong tackle.
Hold with me, Alex. Wait, front foot.
That's Tumeth. First gamer in there. Lockie Miller. Dane Gagai.
Stand Dane, go on. That's it, Dave. Back foot here.
That's 3 tackles used here. Crossland, Hastings, Miller. And again a front rower. Daniel Saifidi this time. Play 4. Back to the middle of the field. Jackson Hastings and out to Gamble. There's a good reach. He's had a game, Capo, hasn't he?
Held, held, held. Last
Good tackle.
please. Last.
Hastings with a kick to Dominic Young. We know he's got the size advantage. Back to Frizzell, and the Tigers have defended that really well.
Oh, Tyson Frizzell's injured himself. He's on the ground. He's looked at the bench and put his hand up.
Time off.
What a nightmare for the Knights. Oh, no. He's holding. It's an ankle. It's a lower leg.
Yeah, he went down straight away, put his hand up.
Well, that is a worried look on the face of the Knights coach. Now, I wonder whether his leg's been chopped out here. Oh, it's a tangle of legs. Freddie, down to you.
Yeah, I was talking about the kicking game before with Dominic Young there over the top of Charlie Staines. What they did was the kicking was good, but it needs to be on the try line. There's no good Dominic Young having to reach the try line. He needs to grab the ball and put the ball down. So aim for the try line, not in front of it. Yeah, Tyson Frizzell's not in a good way, just walked past us. And Brody Jones has just gone on to take his spot.
This would be, if they can go on and win this, one of the best wins in Newcastle history with all the players they've had.
It's
carried
incredible.
off.
Incredible.
How are they leading the game?
Brody Jones was the 18th player. He's probably woke up this morning not wondering whether he'd have any footy to play, but he's out there with plenty of time left on the clock.
Together. Get square. Go.
All right, we'll keep you posted on Tyson Frizzell, but that does not look good.
So who's on the bench? Leo Thompson. I think that's the only one they got on the bench.
Yeah. Well, the only one that's eligible, he's got 2 next to him who've been ruled out, Brayley and Ponga.
He looks a lonely figure down there, number 17. He's on the bench on his own.
This will take an effort.
Whoever gets hurt, he stands up.
Brooks, he was on
40-20.
40. It's a 40-20 attempt. He's got it. He's got it with both his feet behind the 40. It was, I reckon this is a photo finish here.
That was bad. It's bad play
Adam.
by Heimel Hunt.
Foot's on the line, mate.
He had to be back. The blindside
Foot was
winger.
on the line.
It's been checked, mate. It's 40-20.
So
Taps
it is a 40-20, okay.
It's ours. It's ours.
Challenge.
Everyone's
You don't have a challenge
There is
left,
no
mate.
challenge.
You wasted in the first half.
You wasted it in the first half.
You wasted it, and wasted is in capital letters.
Boys, Jacob, Daniel.
Super play by Brooks. Alex Twal. He's going to score one today.
Phoenix, let him up. Hold the line, 1 foot. Go.
Simpkin. And safe
Phoenix
half.
again, Lockie off the arm.
Tackled pretty much up against the goalpost there. Simpkin gave it away. Brooks out the back. Dewey now. And Gamble got across and wrapped him up. Now they put him on the ground.
Let him up.
Fitzgibbon part of the tackle as well. Nofaluma's waiting for it. Simpkins first receiver. And Stefano or Tukumanu's on the ground now. He's had a long break, so he'll be fresh and ready to rumble for this back part of the game. 9 metres out when he played it. It goes to Brooks, now to Laurie. Laurie with a dummy and run.
Last tackle, Jack. Go.
Simpkin on the last. Back to Luke Brooks. It's on the wrong side for a left footer, but it's a good kick.
More pressure coming. I've got to stand and applaud the Knights, though. With everything that goes wrong, every player they lose, every bounce of the ball that doesn't go their way, they just find a way to keep turning up for each other. There's no quit in them. But looking at them, I can't believe they're going to hang on.
Lockie Miller, he's the
Stay
man for the
onside.
short dropouts.
Oh, he's nailed the 10. What a take! Brent Naden timed his leap to perfection.
Line now, back foot. Hold Jack, wait, go.
Brooks now looking for an opening, runs right across the other side of the field. He links up with Nofaluma. He got it away, Nofaluma. There's a late offload. Now Papali'i.
Leo, Jack.
Tackled inside the 10.
Hold Phoenix.
Leo Thompson, he's been sent out there by Adam O'Brien. Big Stefano charging.
Held. Phoenix, Brody.
Brody Jones there, Phoenix Crosland, the other tackler. It comes back to Brooks and away to Dewey. And now out to Nofaluma. He's looking for his 100th try. He can't find a way through. This is incredible by Newcastle. Oh, the offload was a hospital pass.
Oh, that's a tackle.
Leo Thompson.
Number 17.
Look at the reaction of the Knights players.
He dropped it. He was in front of
He was on the bench on his own there, said, get me in there.
Bounces backwards after it's a knock on, so he can't be offside because he goes past the point. It is your ball.
Big number 17, get this India. How do you like them apples? Boom.
In here, guys, keep coming across.
Jake Simpson from the Tigers is just doing an
Make sure we line up
inventory
here
trick on
behind
the
line.
ribs,
Thanks, Adam.
seeing if they're all there.
Brett.
He'll be booked in for an
Front
X-ray.
row. Axum. Heads down. Lock on.
Amazing defence by Newcastle.
Well, they just refuse to give up. Still 26 minutes to go.
Gagai, he's got Young outside of him there. He was half
look
in the
out.
clear, Dominic Young.
Held. Stand, Charlie. Hold now, front foot. Wait with me. Wait. No one. Okay, you got to hold, mate. Got to hold. Held. Let him up. Hold now.
Well,
Wait.
it's been stop-start and plenty of drama, but this is a fascinating contest now. As Phil Gould said at the top, you don't want to come out on the losing end of this game. Hetherington.
Held. Release now on the mark, Jack. Go, boy. Shoot.
Crossland for Miller.
He's been
Last
enormous,
tackle,
Miller.
Brandon. On the mark, Lachlan. Go. Stefano.
And now Phoenix Crosland, he can run. He goes to Jones, now to Dane Gagai. Used a bit of experience there. Throws a kick up in the air and he's chasing after Dane Laurie and he nailed him.
Now Dane must hold here, guys. Wait. Go. One.
Oh, Nofaluma smashed
Down
this
there, all the way,
time.
Daniel middle. Go, two.
Jacob Saifidi over the top. Now Laurie. And Brody Jones has got him and Leo Thompson part of it too. Freddie.
Hold it.
Getting a little bit crazy down the sideline as well, Matt. We're getting our first drops of rain, and it looks like there's more to come also. It's getting a bit dark as well, and they tried to turn the eastern lights on, but they couldn't, and smoke started coming out of them, so Leichhardt at its best.
Alex, 10 metres, mate.
Is there an electrician in the house? A very tall one. Here's Young. Oh, he got turned over. It was okay.
Behind the line, guys. Behind us. Hold. Go one. Good.
Oh, what a tackle. The ball's been jolted free. Great defence, and now Safer has it for the Tigers. Is this the set? Oh.
Dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
And Heimel Hunt, after that, when he got smashed, he's hobbled back to his wing. He can hardly run.
Or breathe. He was in all sorts. I was just watching him hobble back there. I thought they've only got to go that way.
Oh.
And they've spilled their lollies at dummy half. What is going on out there?
This Monday, don't miss part 2 of the Stan original documentary series, Dawn of the Dolphins. See Wayne Bennett like you've never seen him before, and see how the NRL's newest franchise prepared themselves for their spot in the big leagues. How good are they going, the Dolphins? Don't miss Dawn of the Dolphin this March, only on Stan. What a win yesterday.
Well, I can't imagine that 10 points will win this game, which means Newcastle need to score again. That'll help.
Pull him back to ground. No.
Haven't been another ball penalty in this game.
Well, the last attacking set, or sets, and they got 6 to go on the last play. I don't know if they're the worst sets in history, but they've been the top 3.
They were in the grand final.
They went nowhere.
Look out, he's done a quick tap.
No.
He's going to run to where he would have kicked it.
Alex, let him up. Hold it all the way.
They need a try. I know they're exhausted, but they do need a try, I think.
I think Miller's the one, Lachlan Miller. We can see his speed and agility.
Jake with me, front foot, hold.
They can get him some ball one-on-one.
Hastings and Gamble and Jones. That was a flat ball. It was read well by Naden.
Brent, let him up. On the left, Alex.
Here's Crossland. Dashes from dummy half and dumps the pass away.
Alex off the ball.
I think it's Hetherington in there. Plays it next to the posts. There's a chance out right. They've got numbers. Miller. Tigers recover.
Last tackle, square marker. Go.
Crossland for Jackson Hastings. Rolls it to the in goal. It's a lovely kick.
Yep.
Yeah, nice kick. Oh, he's cramp. Lachlan Fitzgibbon. Attacking kicks when you're into a stiff breeze is actually really easy. And you could see that, the grubber kick, he got the shape
When
on
you're
it.
ready, stay on
They're going to go
side.
short.
10.
And the Knights have got it. Naden tapped it back, but it ended up with Brodie Jones.
Hold it. Wait.
Oh, this would be a dagger in the Tigers' hearts if Newcastle get a try after all the ball
Alex Stefano.
the home side have had.
On the line, 1 foot, hold, go one.
Jackson Hastings. Tyson Gamble. Is he there? No. What a try saver. That was Simpkin.
Come
The
up,
bunker's
tackle
going to
two.
have a look. That was a remarkable
try.
tackle by
Confirming that
Simpkin.
he's
He was
held
all
up
but
over
over
the
the line.
Ball goes down the ground short of the line. Tiger's arm goes underneath it. Just having a look at all available angles.
Well, they've hit Lachlan Fitzgibbon a few times on that left edge. I'd just like to see them miss him the next time. There was opportunity out the back there.
The arm of Isaiah Papali'i goes under the ball and he's held up over the goal line. We have a decision.
There's still 20 minutes to go here.
Oh.
Feels like we've been playing for 2 days.
Foot on the line here, tackle 2. Go.
Gamble, Miller, great evasion, over the top to Young. He's up against Charlie Staines. Charlie hitting well there. Good strong tackle. Jacob Saifidi, that's tackle number 4 now.
Hold, go for.
Jackson Hastings and Tyson Gamble. He's picked off by Dewey.
Held! Last tackle release.
Tigers have got it back.
Does he kick the ball? Knock on Tigers.
Knock on Tigers.
On the ground, knock on Tigers.
And guess what?
Well, this is
No challenge.
This is really lucky.
Yeah.
Jackson Hastings, when he's getting the ball,
Clock's on.
he's getting
Where
into
do
the
we want it,
line.
Jackson?
What that does is cuts down times for your outside men. So Bradman best got the
No, it's
ball
there.
in, but there was absolutely no room. You're going to play the ball to a strike player like Bradman, you just catch and throw it to him.
Guys.
The further you go into the line, the less time you
Let's go,
give your
12
outside
seconds.
man.
Head,
Now
head.
Bradman's hobbling.
Nice and tight
Well,
out,
Jack
Dave.
Johns is actually back on the sideline here on the exercise bike, so he was
Well, at half
carrying
time-
that ankle, but
At half
maybe he'll come
time,
back.
he couldn't walk.
Right.
Stay in, Brandon. Stay in. Ball in. Break.
None of them will be able to walk tomorrow the way that things have panned out this afternoon. Gagai.
Held. Release now. Make the line. Make the line. Go.
Now Leo Thompson.
Held. Held. Release now. Just play the ball, Leo. Go to
Played it to Crossland. Away to Hastings with a dummy, and he comes back in at them.
Out together now.
Simpkin,
On the line,
more
on the
defence for
line.
him, and Twile there as well. Crossland spears a pass away. Gamble took it nicely. Miller, Gagai, Young. Dominic Young with the try.
That's well orchestrated. Really well orchestrated.
Look at this ball from dummy half.
That was the money ball. That gave them the chance, Andrew, didn't it? By Suzu D-Max replay. And then they really put the ball through the hands on the edge, and this big winger, Dominic Young, burst his way across the line to put the Knights further in front.
You pick it up.
Well, there's a pass from dummy half here by Phoenix Crossland. Just have a look at this bullet. And if you can get it there from dummy half quick and fast, it can go past 3 or 4 defenders. In the modern game, you see teams are obsessed with decoy runs around the middle of the field off their forwards, and they play out the back. If you can get a dummy half who just fires that ball like a rocket and gets it to a ball player, he gets you straight to the edge of the field as quick as that. That's why that try was made. It was that rocket ball from dummy half which put so much pressure on the outside defenders of the Tigers. Big kick, this one from Hastings.
Nothing by way of encouragement from the Tigers fans behind him. It's a tricky angle. He's pretty much against the paintwork. Never a chance.
Stay on side.
Now Dewey reefs it high in the air again and taken well by Dominic Young. Emma Lawrence, how busy have you been today? More news.
The Knights are the walking wounded, I'll tell you that, Matt. So an update on Tyson Frizzell. It's looking like a really nasty ankle injury. He won't be back, could be looking at a couple of weeks. For Jack Johns, they've strapped up his ankle. He's on the bike there, you can see on your screen. They're trying to keep it warm because if they need, he will come back on. Otherwise, they've only got one man on the bench because earlier, of course, Brayley and Ponga both failed HIAs. There's lots going on down here.
You're not kidding. Well, we just had a look at Jack Johns trying to run up and down the sideline, and if I was a vet, he wouldn't be starting in a horse race. Hastings.
Well, funny enough, the Tigers have used 6 interchanges and Newcastle only 5 at the moment.
Stay up, Jack.
according to this sheet here.
You got to be quicker. Come on, Jack.
Well, that's the last thing the Knights need.
Well, today there's been, with penalties and 6 to go, that's 17 in 63
Front
minutes.
foot on the line, guys. Let's go behind the line here. Front foot. Hold for the tap. Go. Leo, let him up. Get square. Hold here. That's it, Jack. Hold, mate. Hold.
Naden shaken up in that tackle. Here's Coruscant back out there. Papali'i now.
Lock him, Bradman. To me here, front foot. Hold.
Played on the 30-metre line. Dewey linking with Luke Brooks and Brandon Tumeth.
Jackson, let him up. Here we are. That's it, Jacob. With me. Front foot. Hold.
Tackled by Jones. Hastings part of it as well. 12. Met by Hetherington. But he's grafting away. Grabbing every last metre he can. Plays it just inside the 10. Coruscant. Oh, no!
This is send-off.
Oh, this is a shocker.
Yeah, this is a send-off.
It didn't look good from in front.
Hurly-durly. What a day at Leichhardt.
He looks in a pretty bad way on the ground, Matty.
What a day.
Oh.
Yeah, mate. Yeah,
Extraordinary.
we'll get to it.
This is most unsavoury.
Well, whatever could go wrong for the Knights has gone wrong all day.
I'll let him deal with him on the ground here and then I'll get to
So it's Jake Simpkin.
Yeah, I think we're hearing he will be sent off.
Oh, dear.
He was trying to cover 2 players at once and he's just hung an arm out.
All right, we'll take a short break and come back.
In the break.
So you rejoin us with real concern for Jake Simpkin. Jacob Saifidi is the man responsible for the tackle. It's a bad one. He got wrong-footed, as Phil Gould just explained, and stuck his arm out, but unfortunately it has collected Jake Simpkin in a very bad way. Where's Brad? Brad's down there. We're a bit shocked up here to see that. That was awful to watch.
Yeah, it was. And, you know, to his defence, he just shot off after the dummy half happy, and it happened all so quick. And all of a sudden, Simpkins come back on the inside straight at him. I think he realises he won't be spending much more time in the game here, but the crowd are a little bit... They're thinking about Simpkins, but now they're thinking about Saifidi, and the crowd of 13,214 are all
He's gone.
cheering the one thing.
Well, that was as obvious.
Well, this is a challenge for the Knights now, my God. 12 players, 15 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Against a massive breeze.
Well, the fans will tell the story of this. Wow.
Make sure we hold the line here, 1 foot.
The Knights down to 12. And Jake Simpkin thankfully walked off the field.
Phoenix, let him up. Hold the line now. That's it, Jack. Hold, mate. Go.
15 to play. Newcastle still ahead on the scoreboard. It would be almost inconceivable that they could continue to lead this game.
Go two.
Dewey now for Tumeth.
Now Brody, let him up.
Again, they come in numbers to stop him. 2 metres out from the line. Coruscant and Stefano or Tukamanu. He'll get over the line, but they'll get around the ball and deny him the chance to put it down. Gee, they look skinny out wide now. Brooks. Tackled by Fitzgibbon. It's the last.
Hold in, last tackle.
Dewey's on the right. Coruscant goes left and kicks, and he miskicked it, and the Knights have dived on it, and they've held on again.
Here now, stay square. Wait.
Down to Brad.
Well, the coach will be filthy. When they got the penalty, the whole bench, every trainer ran out onto the field with their hands up to take the 2. They would have brought them within 6 points if they kicked the goal. They backed themselves. They fell short.
And Gagai has busted through them.
Held there. Move.
Phoenix Crosland and Tyson Gamble floats a pass out to Hunt. And Kapoa
Last tackle.
tackles him one-on-one, 10 short of the halfway line. They are running into this strong breeze as well, and you can see that illustrated by the ball just holding up. It's landed in no man's land. There's pressure. Laurie has got it. Thompson's trying to contest the ball, but the fullbacks come down with it.
Well, they need calm heads here, the Tigers. It's all laid out in front of them.
Rodman, let him up. Phoenix to me. Hold. Wait.
Brooks. Wide to Charlie Staines, who's in field. Trying to use his pace, but he's up against another speed machine in Gagai.
Back to me, Phoenix.
An
Hold.
aggressive tackle by the 32-year-old, oldest player in the Newcastle team, Dane Gagai. Here's Big Joe Ofangawi.
Last tackle, Lachlan. Phoenix step.
Dewey. Spiral bomb. Dominic Young gets set, takes it well, and outspeeds the chase. Brooks is down there to shut him down 10 metres out. You all right?
No. I can't talk.
Andrew needs oxygen. He's not getting mouth to mouth, but he needs oxygen.
Great run, Bradman Best.
Let him up all the way here, guys. Front foot.
The courage of the Knights here today. I think you spoke about it. If they do get a victory, this is just...
Together now, get square.
They're just doing it all on hard here.
Well, they've got an 8-point lead now. There's a lot of time, but geez, 8 points. It's the funny old margin, isn't it? Which is why they wanted the Tigers players to take the 2. That's your thing, Gus, isn't it? Take the 2 while you can. Here's Laurie now, and the fans trying to urge their Tigers on. Emma, more news.
So Jake Simpkin obviously is a bit dazed in those sheds, but he's talking. There's no tingling in his fingers or his legs, so they don't need to call an ambulance. And as he walked up the tunnel, Jacob Saifidi ran up to him, put his arm around Jake and apologised. So a really unfortunate incident, but nice show of sportsmanship.
Yes, thanks, Emma. Coruscant now off a second phase pass. Oh, he's tried to push it, and there's a knock on.
Knock on the ground.
Once again, Leo
Knocked on the
Thompson.
ground, mate.
Number 17.
Scrummy in
They are
Newcastle.
hanging on somehow. Coruscant forces the ball out. And I spoke in the first half about Tyson Brazil sprinting to the threat. Leo Thompson gets there just to put the pressure on. Oh.
Well, the Tigers just won't settle down.
Just that front foot there, Adam. Thanks, mate.
They've got the football in them to win it, but they're just not settling down. Look at the poor old Knights. The Knights, look at them. They're stretching, they've got cramps, they're all in a bunch behind the scrum here. I reckon you could push it off them. They've got no energy in the scrum.
Arms away now, Alex.
Well, it's pretty simple. Outside backs, all of them run and kick long.
Stand
He's an athlete, this guy, Dominic.
Oh, yes.
What a game he's had. Now Miller.
Oh.
Pass to Croft forward.
And once again,
Forward pass.
passing the ball with your chest
Scrum's here.
and body facing towards the
Offside.
sideline.
Middle scrum.
You got to be facing upfield. Just makes the ball look forward. Look, fading off the ball sideways. You cannot ball play like that.
That scrum clock's still
Well,
going.
we're inside 10 minutes.
One more, guys. Need one more. Boys, one more. 10 seconds. Head in. Arm over each other. Heads down. Clock off. Happy, stay in. Ball in. Hold. Break.
Coruscant, Brooks, Staines.
Jackson, let him up. Back to me here. Hold,
There is
Leo.
a mile
Wait.
of time in the
Jackson,
context of
up
this
square,
game
Jackson. On now,
against
mate, on
12 heavily fatigued men. Now Stafford Toll, the 18th man.
One-on-one strip.
Oh, he stripped it away. It's Leo Thompson again.
Number 17.
Build a statue for it.
now. Stand now.
Number 17.
Hold. Go one.
I'm taking that in the lotto this week.
Luke Brooks, let him up.
He's had a big impact.
That's it, Alex.
Oh, he's a player.
Oh, go to.
And here's Miller. Well, he'll play all day.
Held! Joe, release him!
Eight's the difference.
Fitzgibbon. If they win this in his 100th, what a wonderful memory.
Go for good work, mate. Keep looking.
And now Daniel
Last tackle,
Saifidi.
Back foot. Back foot. Hold.
Last tackle.
Last.
The kick by Gamble. Oh, it was
Held.
scooped up by Laurie. It
Release
took a
now.
deviation. That was
Last weight,
dangerous.
last weight. Hold. Go.
Now Nofaluma. Gang tackle. These are hard runs
Grab him up
here.
square. Two.
Yes, Brad, down to you.
Leo, let
Don't
him up.
adjust your TV sets. The lights have come on the eastern side. They found an electrician, Matt.
Oh, good. Now Naden. As long as they don't blow up, Freddie. Tackled 11 short of halfway. And the way today's gone, I wouldn't put anything past it. Off Pangawi for Coruscant. Look at this. The whole
Last
thing breaks
tackle,
down.
Watson square. Hold it, wait. Go. Nothing late.
And Adam Dewey, he was rushed.
Joe, Luke, 10 metres.
It's a dangerous kick, though. It pitches, but it sits up nicely for Dom Young.
Stand now.
We're under 8 minutes.
Go. Good work, Joe.
What an extraordinary day.
Alex and Joe, behind the line.
Look at the
guys,
Knights.
behind.
They're just in a bunch. It's one at a time. Hit it up, then we'll chase the kick.
Stand
The
now,
Waterman's
square
out there
marker,
giving
Luke.
them all a drink. They're getting running repairs in the back of play. Fullback's hitting it up like a front rower.
Here we are, AJ, all the way, mate. Go. Four.
Now Crossland, he goes for a run himself. They get to play number 5 now.
Square marker. Hold it happy. Go, good work, mate. Nothing late here.
Jackson
Isaiah.
Hastings kicks towards the sideline. He's trying to trap Dane Laurie down there, and they've been able to do that. He's 13 out from his own line. Brooks in the dummy half. Ball to Charlie Staines.
Under 7 minutes.
Lachlan, no more. Hold. Go, two.
Quick play the ball. Dewey now. And Nofaluma offloading. Stafford Toa fends away from Bradman Best, but they come to get him
Here
for
we
the
are,
second
Daniel,
time.
with me, front foot. Go, 3.
8 points, the difference. The
Up
Knights
together, Phoenix.
with
Oh.
12 men.
Go 4, no mark.
Jacob Saifidi sent off. Can the Tigers whittle away at this lead? Papali'i moved from left back row to right back row. Now he's back where he started.
You had to let that ball go.
Leo. Go. It's last.
Luke Brooks, he's going to shovel it onto Dewey. Dewey's going to run it away to Kapoa, and then Stafford Toa, who toes it ahead, and Lockie Miller kicks it over the sideline.
Wow.
Touch, handover, play the ball. Middle, play the ball.
We're under 6 minutes.
Guys, 1 foot on the line.
And the Tigers have got the ball back again. They must
Play the ball,
score.
middle.
They must score.
How many times have we said
Phoenix,
that?
Lockie, back foot.
They must score.
Brooks now. Naden.
Move, Dom.
Great tackle, Gagai.
Go one.
Brooks for Coruscant. Here's Clemmer back out there.
Leo Thompson.
Put down in the centre of Newcastle's 10-metre line. Up he goes himself. Pass away. That is spectacular defence. Who saved that one? It's Brodie Jones. Out left now to Brooks. Rolls it in behind. Young's there. Young's going to save the try.
He's knocked it forward.
Yeah. Goal line drop out.
The ball's
No,
going to the end
from
goal.
the end goal.
Dominic Young
Goal
hasn't
line
hit it.
drop out. Clock's
Dead.
on. Goal line drop out.
He's knocked it forward. What's this?
What about the try saver from Jones?
Well, we're under 5 minutes now.
Now, this should be
Just hold, mate.
shouldn't be a dropout, should it?
Yeah, he knocked it on and he's in goal.
Stay on side, guys.
Oh, Miller, he's going short now. It's gone, the 10. Young gets up for it. Newcastle have got the footy.
Big
Now,
play.
Joe.
Brilliant play.
Wait.
Lachlan
wait.
Miller. Here he goes again.
Oh, he's been heroic. What a run.
Up now, Isaiah.
Oh, the Tigers fans are up. They're off for the exit.
I cannot remember a more... Oh, no.
Oh, it's a steal this time.
Well, that's incredible.
You better turn around, fans. It's not game over yet. Here's Dewey. They've got to score here, though.
We're under 4 minutes.
Straight up, Tyson. Hold it, Jack.
Sit back down, everyone.
He
lost
Look at the reaction to the Knights.
Hey, Adam. Adam! There's no challenges left, Joe.
Tyson Gamble's agitated.
David.
He's right in their face, Tyson.
David. Stay on
Someone
that
took
one,
offence.
David, hey.
I think he had plenty to say to Dewey.
I can't believe what we've seen here today.
I can't believe it. This has been...
No, he's got to go backwards.
Here's the tackle. It was Jackson Hastings.
Unbelievable.
And there's the error.
Tyson Gamble's in his face and someone takes exception to it. Someone ran in from the outside.
I'm trying to remember a more courageous win away from home. And I don't think I can.
Well, there'll be nothing more courageous than what they've done. This has been phenomenal.
Yeah, we'll do.
They've lost
We've got 3 minutes
players,
to go.
bounce of the ball,
We've had a
things
good
have gone
game.
against them.
It's
They've
a
had
good
players
contest.
sent
Let's
off,
not wreck it with that
injuries.
sort of rubbish. If it happens again, I'm just going to start putting blokes into being all right. Easy as that. We've got a scrum here. For
We're
the
down to
knock-on
3
for that.
minutes.
Scrums here. It's form up.
Jeez, the hill's thinned out.
He's got to get.
The lead's 8. They've got to score twice, the Tigers.
We've got to make sure the ball's in first, bud. It's not going early.
They got to score here.
Easily one of the more courageous performances in living memory.
I haven't put it on yet.
I'm sure we've seen plenty of them, but this is extraordinary here today. Never at any time did I think they were going to hang on.
The Tigers have got to force an error to be any hope here.
Here and hold. Go.
Gagai. What a run by Gagai, bumping away from tacklers.
That's a big
Help,
game run.
Lee Jones.
He's played in Origins test matches. He knows what it needs.
Here's Gamble. He had no one to pass it to. They can hardly raise an effort.
Hold. Go 3. Tyson.
Now Bradman Best.
Adam, let him up on 4. Here we are, Joe.
You should see the tension on the Newcastle bench. They can barely move. Extraordinary.
Tackle. Stay square. Wait for it.
Fitzgibbon in a memorable 100th game. Crossland kicks it over the
He
sideline.
kicked it out on the full.
On the full.
Just there. No,
On the full.
No, Dave, put it out on the full. It's just there, mate.
How can you kick it out on the full from there?
Get square there, Tyson.
I reckon they've made every error humanly possible today, the Knights. They've had everything go against them. Anything that could go wrong has gone wrong.
Release him now.
And they are 2 minutes away from a monumental victory.
Dewey to Brooks. Can they manufacture something from their own half? Staines of speed. And away to Laurie now. They got across in cover really well there, Newcastle. Now Naden. Tigers have got to keep the football alive. They go to ground with 90 seconds to go.
Keep working up, mate.
It's now or never. It's Joe Offengawi with the ball. He goes to Dewey. And out to Kapoa. They wrap him up in the tackle.
Nice and release. Wait in now. Wait. AJ, go through.
Dewey for Brooks. And out for Charlie Staines. Oh, he had Dane Laurie there. He didn't pass it.
Yeah, good read. Gagai and Dominic Young wrapped it up.
Fourth tackle. They have to score.
We're under a minute.
Brooks is running around in circles and he gets picked off.
Tackle.
We're under a minute. The Knights are going to win.
Hold it, Phoenix. Go. Lachlan.
Coruscant for Stefano. Oh, it might be double movement. Does momentum carry him there or does he propel it with the arm? Peter Goff, the ref, says he doesn't think it's a try. Again, Newcastle players were there in defence when a try looks certain.
Who makes this tackle? Lachlan Fitzgibbon, Leo Thompson.
The ball hits the ground. Yeah, we're just looking to see if momentum takes him into the end goal.
I thought it was a forward pass.
Well, the ball hits the ground and there's a second movement of the arm. He lifts the arm up.
But if momentum is going to carry you there, then that... Oh,
He advances the arm.
that's still movement.
Like, I think that should be a try, but under the rule, it's a no try. I just figure if you can get it there, you can get it there, but that's not how they wrote the rules. He's down and he'll advance the arm, see? That's your garden variety double movement.
The longer they look.
Just looking to see if momentum takes him into the end goal.
It's the garden variety double movement. Down, advance the arm.
Well, the Tigers have all gone back. They think it's a try.
Well, the longer they look at it.
The ball hits the ground. He does promote the football. However, his upper body ends up in the end goal and he grounds the ball in the end goal. We have a decision.
Geez, you're not striking very well today, Gus. It's a try.
Thanks, mate.
They say it's a try. It's not over yet. So the clock's ticking. Dewey's got to kick the goal. Then they stop the clock. So we're going to have, what, 30 seconds?
They should forego the kick. He's kicked it anyway.
Time off.
So we're going to have 30 seconds. Well, I might have gone off too early.
Stay live.
33 seconds on the clock.
Well, don't kick it out on the full for a start.
Oh,
Stay on side here,
why would
guys.
you be a first-grade coach?
How would you
Stay
like
behind.
Adam O'Brien's heart at the moment?
Stay on side.
Oh, I got a bad feeling here.
Oh, Miller with the kick, which lands with Naden. They'll get 3 plays tops. Naden is tackled.
Release, Phoenix. Release.
Crossland wraps him up. Penalty. The clock still ticking. This is it. This is the last play of the game.
Well, they can't give away another penalty now.
2-point field goal.
Jack, go.
Here's Luke Brooks. Brooks with the attempt at field goal. It's out to the left. Newcastle have won. This is one of the great efforts. A remarkable achievement for the Knights, who have won Sunday football 14-12 at Leichhardt.